Welcome back to another daily Marvel Snap deck highlight here on YouTube. High Evolutionary's been out for a few days. The number one question I keep getting asked is, Jeff, we know this card is fun. We know it offers a lot of deck building variety. We know it's perpetually Series 5, but is it powerful? Is this card competitive? And after playing with a ton of different High Evolutionary decks for the last few days, I can resoundingly say I have no clue. And a big part of this is I'm not the only one that's been playing a bunch of High Evolutionary for the last few days. Because this card has big bad status, it's a safe buy for most people, and I would estimate over half of the matches that I've been playing on the Marvel Snap ladder are against other people testing out High Evolutionary decks. So it's virtually impossible for me to figure out, hey, is High Evolutionary good into the other good decks? Because most people, like myself, hit pause on playing the established good decks so we could play with new toys. I've got a deck full of new toys today. That was fun. It generated interesting games of Marvel Snap, but like every other High Evolutionary deck, the answer is we kind of just have to wait and see. We need to wait for the hype and excitement and the shininess to wear off a little bit for people to go back to playing the other established Snap decks that we know are good to see if these things can keep up. That being said, I think this particular build has a lot of good tools here. This is kind of just a generic good stuff High Evolutionary deck. You know, we've got Thing, which is effectively 9 power for 4 energy. We've got Misty Knight, who gives another card plus 1 power at the end of each turn if we have an unspent energy. We've got Hulk that gets absolutely massive at the end of the game, and we've got Doctor Doom to fan out across the board as well. I think the big thing this deck is doing that's worth calling out is the Kitty Pryde bounce decks are the one thing that have really felt like they beat up on these more fair High Evolutionary decks, and Wave really helps with that. Not only can you Wave on turn 5 to lock your opponent into one play on turn 6, but in the event that you're not playing against a Kitty Pryde deck, you could just Wave on turn 3 to make sure that we get to play Doctor Doom and Hulk over the course of the game for a mess of stats. At any rate, I hope you have fun watching these highlights, even if I'm not sure if this deck's going to be competitive long term. It's a ton of fun. If you do enjoy what you see, snap that like button and be sure to check back in again tomorrow for another excellent deck highlight, as always, here on YouTube. Have the power. Ooh. This feels like the basic good stuff High Evo deck. Yeah, I think that's a good take on it. Just like trying to play a bunch of generically good cards. Against an opposing Luke Cage, I think I actually just want to like wave out a fatty here, rather than save it as a disruptive piece. But I think that's one of the strong things this build does, is we have the option to both use Wave as a disruptor or play a fatty with it. Yeah, are you supposed to play Wave on curve or on turn 5 disruptor? I think it depends on the deck you're playing into. The game audio sounds strange for you. Refresh your Twitch stream. Twitch does this thing where the audio gets out of sync occasionally. Is it worth Enchantressing their Hulk? That's probably worse than just thinking it, right? Oh, I can't think it because of Cage. I think I'm actually supposed to just do this, and then we'll slam our Hulk down somewhere on the last turn. Oh, they're punting Stark Tower. Interesting. They've uncaged the game. Got it.
All systems go.
All right, and they have priority here, so I have to imagine this just beats them here, right? And they're not beating 19 on the right. Wow, really close with Spider-Woman and their Cyclops triggering.
Victory.
That's interesting thought. Does Shocker make Agatha better? Because Agatha's always your leftmost card, right? That is an interesting thought. Do I play Wasp out for the sake of getting one off of Misty? I think so. Maybe I should have played the Wasp center to hedge them playing an honor reveal there like Scorpion. Be a mistake on my part. I think because of the Doctor Doom potential, I don't want to fill nowhere. I want a Doombot to be able to get into there. But Cyclops do. He blasts up to 2 things with -1 each, meaning their Cyclops into my path over here is pretty good. Yeah? Yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to put Cage into nowhere to protect it from getting beaten up. If I Hulk here and Misty Knight hits one of these 2, I tie right or tie left. I think I do this. Doing this is best into like an Enchantress here as well in case they try and turn my Luke Cage off. I believe I win middle and right now, right? Because Cyclops is gonna go ahead and shrink their 2 things center here. Yeah, it was a clean game.
Victory.
Murder, murder world. Who doesn't love the murder world? I think with New York, we play Luke Cage to here. I guess to get like Oscorp Tower and punish us, but there's upside to waiting. Against a Jeff deck, I am going to wave proactively. Armor makes me wish I hadn't played right. Although I guess I could play something else during the last turn. I think I'm gonna Hulk left here. Just put a big thing not in Shuri's lab. Although I guess if I do this here, I could move it out on turn 6 and be huge in New York. That's probably the play. I do monthly bundle review videos, Zam. So this is the latest. You can come into chat at any time and do !point bundle, and I'll get you my thoughts on the latest set of bundles that are coming up. Got a full 24 hours without playing Jeff to maybe Land Shark. We played a control build of High Evo earlier that had Jeff in it. Honey, I shrunk the Taskmaster. So this is 12, 18 is 30, 8 is 38, 44. Yeah, I think I'm leaving wave here. Oh, wow, they just didn't play for New York at all, at least because of the shuffle. Let's see what they got. Does a bomb get us there? Does. I just realized I hadn't done this yet today. Alright. Sorry, I'm done. It's so very good, chat. I think this will be the biggest OTA yet as a grand finale, or am I getting stoned on some opium? I think if they plan to not do more regular OTAs, this last one will be bigger. But I think if they plan to do more regular OTAs, I don't really expect this one to be that different, if that makes sense. I think it largely depends on what their future plans are going to be. I think I'm gonna Doctor Doom, and then we'll Hulk Wasp next turn. I want the flexibility on where Hulk goes, I think. So our hand is Apocalypse Chavez. So I just need to make sure I'm winning every lane. So we go Wasp here, Big Hulk here. If they had had Swarm, they'd have gotten us here. But without Swarm, we get to run him. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back tomorrow for another deck highlight.